Ellis standing in that on-deck circle, hoping that her teammates can get on board, similar to what they were able to do yesterday. A base hit in the walk, and then led to the 3-run home run.
This is popped up foul ground, room over there for Cahalan, and she has it with one away. So here comes Brie Ellis at .488 on the season. You've been a big admirer of hers, and you've been breaking down her swing as well.
Hers is one of those swings that I can watch all day long. The way that she loads up onto her backside, brings up that front leg. When she gets down here, you can see how her barrel is back behind her hands. And when she makes contact, that barrel is almost still back behind her hands. That is the definition of staying inside of the softball. And what she's able to gain from that is not just the backspin and the carry, but also it feels like that softball hangs on her barrel for an eternity. That's where those power numbers come into play for her, and that's how she's able to get 19 home runs.
That OPS is not a typo, by the way.
Insane.
1862. That's legit. We double-checked that. That's how good she's been getting on base, how good she's been hitting, and we know about her power.
And she's able to hit home runs on every single pitch that she sees. The home run that she hit in yesterday's ball game was a 3-2 changeup. So she's not somebody that's going to get fooled easily. She can take rise balls out of the park. She can take curve balls out of the park. She can see and adjust to off-speed pitches out of the hands. Just an elite level hitter this year from Brie Ellis. And we've seen the home run power from her throughout her career. She hit 20 home runs as a freshman, but you see the on-base percentage up over 600, that slugging percentage up over 1,200, and the batting average nearly 500.
Being challenged by Rothrock on the 3-1, and the count's now full.
It's her eye at the plate, too, and the discipline that I feel like has gotten better and better throughout Ellis's career.
67 home runs for Ellis. The 3-2 from Rothrock, slapped foul and out of play. Ellis was 1 for 3 with a walk yesterday. That one was the 3-run home run in the first inning. They got things started for Arkansas. Florida made it a 3-1 game in the 6th on a Shoemaker home run. Then Arkansas got some insurance in the 7th. 4-1 was the final. This is a shot to left center field. Falby got a good jump on it. Moves over and makes the catch. Retreating to first is Johnson, 2 down. Hit hard by Ellis, but Falby was there.
This is a really good swing by Brie Ellis. You can see her teammates high-fiving her as she gets back into the dugout. She made solid contact on that line drive. Really good swing here again. Hands inside of the softball, hits it right on the money. Probably hit it too square on the softball. If she got a little bit more underneath it, might have carried out of here, but it was a nice play by Kendra Falby out in center field as well.
Cleanup hitter today for Arkansas is Kaylee Wyckoff. No Courtney Day today. Out with an injury, was limping around a little bit pregame, so Wyckoff moves up 1 spot from the 5 spot to the 4 spot. Ellis gets a lot of the headlines, but Day's been outstanding. Number 2 on the team in home runs and RBIs. There's usually not a lot of RBIs left after Ellis hits, but no Day today for Arkansas. 1-2 now to Wyckoff at .343 on the season.
And sometimes there can be a lot of pressure put on the batter that's batting right behind somebody that's in that home run hitting role. Coach Courtney Deifel just really excited about the energy that this team brings on a day-to-day basis, and you could feel some of that fun even on the field before the ball game started.
Winning's fun. It was a little bit of a bumpy start to SEC play for Arkansas, but Courtney Deifel told her team, have fun, relax, just play. This is slapped out to left field. Otis moves over to make the catch to retire the side. 2 from Eugene. 2-0 to Falby, leading the team at .461 on the season. We welcome those of you who are watching Hopkins and Ohio State in lacrosse. Welcome to Gainesville, Florida. Top 15 matchup in softball. Florida, the number 2 team in the country. Arkansas, ranked 13th in the country. Home half of the first inning. The leadoff hitter for Florida, Kendra Falby at the plate. Eric Freed and Madison Shipman with you. Arkansas in the top half of the first. Had a leadoff walk for Reagan Johnson, but then Keegan Rothrock got Kramer, Ellis, and Wyckoff in order. And now Kendra Falby in her familiar leadoff spot for the Gators on a hot day in Gainesville, 88 degrees at first pitch with light wind and bright sunshine. And the freshman in the circle for Arkansas, Peyton Burnham. With a 3-2 to Falby. Back over the pitcher's head, and with Falby's speed, no chance to get her. It rolls into center field, and the leadoff hitter is aboard for the Gators.
As soon as she bounces the ball down into the dirt and it hangs up for even a split second, it's going to allow the speed of Kendra Falby to beat that one out. No problem. She's reached base safely now in all 41 games so far this season. Gets the top half of this ball, and she knows as soon as that ball bounces over Burnham's head in the circle, she's going to be safe all day.
307th hits of her great Florida career. And here is the freshman. Talk about somebody who's getting off to a great start to what promises to be a great career. Taylor Shoemaker, right from day one, has been outstanding for the Gators, Maddie.
She's just really a professional hitter, even at the very start of her college career. Just by the way that she takes certain pitches, you can tell that she has a very good and solid approach to what she wants to go after when she steps into the batter's box. 54% of her hits this year have gone for extra bases.
Team best 14 home runs on the season. Hit number 14 last night. Solid shot to right field. Burnham comes inside and misses. It's 2-1. Burnham making her 10th start of the season, her 15th appearance. She's got 8 wins, 54 innings of work. Opponents hitting 197 against the freshman this year. That misses for a ball. It's 3-1.
That 57-mile-per-hour pitch, that's that changeup that you're going to see from Peyton Burnham, and she just hasn't been able to locate that pitch so far consistently to Kendra Falby, and now Taylor Shoemaker missing a little bit in the top part of the zone with that pitch.
3-2 now to the freshman. Talked about the great start for Shoemaker. 8 home runs in her first 11 collegiate games, 23 runs batted in, 18 hits. Welcome to Division I softball, but you can just tell right from that first week she was Division I ready from the start.
And making it look easy, too.
Sure did. Falby was on the move, fouled off. We'll do the 3-2 again.
I was curious to see how aggressive Florida was going to be early in the ball game, because a similar situation came up in yesterday's game where Kendra Falby got on base and then she was caught stealing at second, and it really felt like a momentum shift in that game, especially after Arkansas had just gone up 3-0.
Falby on the move again, and it misses for ball 4. So 2 are aboard here to get things going for Florida in the first. Shoemaker's aboard with the walk. Falby down the second. And that'll bring up Jocelyn Erickson, 0 for 3 last night in the 4-1 Arkansas win. Erickson at .346 on the season with 9 home runs. Of course, the SEC Player of the Year and the first-team All-American a season ago. Strike 1. Brought in a Florida record 86 runs last year. The 0-1 from Burnham. Hot shot to short. Rijo with the flip to second for 1. They turn the double play. You can talk about the pitching depth for Arkansas. You can talk about how they can hit 1 through 9 in the lineup. But this is the #1 fielding percentage team in the country. The defense has been great.
They are just so solid all the way across the field, and Natalia Rijo getting this one in a hurry. A hard hit off of the bat of Jocelyn Erickson right to Rijo at shortstop. The quick flip over to Davidson in the 6-4-3 double play now. 2 away, and they're 1 out away from getting out of this inning.
Corbiota steps in and takes strike 1. Arkansas did not commit an error in the Kentucky series last weekend. That was a series sweep for the Razorbacks in Fayetteville. They've committed just 12 errors all season. Their fielding percentage, .985. As I said, #1 in Division I.
That's got to give your pitchers a lot of confidence in the circle, too, especially with as many young arms as Arkansas has in the circle, just to be able to free them up to throw their pitch and rely on the defense.
One and two to Otis, who was 1 for 3 last night. Back up the middle, 2-out single for Otis brings in a Florida run, 1-0 Gators in the first.
That swing right there and that hit, that 2-out hit by Corby Otis is something that this Florida offense needed to be able to come through with runners in scoring position. And this is a rise ball on the outside part of the plate, but Corby Otis' swing is tailor-made for pitches up in the zone. She goes right after that one, drives it straight back up the middle to give the Gators the 1-run lead.
25th RBI of the season for the senior. Did it on a 1-2 pitch as well. Here's Reagan Walsh. Walsh at 300 on the season, 9 homers, 36 runs batted in, 0 for 3 in Game 1 Friday night. 1-1. Gators have been looking for the timely hit the last couple of games, Maddie. They had the midweek at Florida State, had the bases loaded with 1 out in the first inning, couldn't score a run, ended up getting shut out by the Seminoles. Then last night is a fly ball heading towards foul ground and out of play. Last night they couldn't get much going against Robin Herron, who's been really good in the circle for Arkansas. But they come through with a 2-out single here in the first to jump out to a 1-0 lead. Two and two. This one is hit deep to left field. Drifting back is Kramer. Off her glove and over the fence for a 2-run home run. 3-0 Gators.
Back-to-back big swings by the Florida Gators in the bottom of the first inning of this ball game. They needed to come through with runners in scoring position. They get to 2 outs, they get to 2 strikes, and they're still putting big swings on the softball. This one a changeup outside to Reagan Walsh, and she's able to drive it out to left field. Even took a moment. She thought that ball was caught out in left field, saw the umpire's signal that it was out of the ballpark, and it's a 2-run shot for Reagan Walsh to extend their lead.
Home run number 10 on the season for Walsh. Good 2-out hitting for the Gators. This is a fly ball to shallow center field. The shortstop, Rijo, goes out to make the catch. Good 2-out hitting for Florida coming through. 2 coming in Omaha during Florida's runs in the semifinals of the Women's College World Series. Freshman Ella McDowell leading things off here in the top of the second for Arkansas. McDowell having an excellent start to her career, .354. This is popped up and playable. Cahalan in foul ground, 1 down. Well, we know Keegan Rothrock threw a ton last year. 33 wins, 45 starts, 50 appearances, 262 innings pitched. That's up for ball 1 to Rijo. She was outstanding.
I felt like she got better and better as the season went on, too, and she had to throw, like you mentioned, those 262 innings pitched last year, but I like the 201 strikeouts, too. Just showing you that she's able to get that swing and miss on the rise ball. She'll mix speeds, too, which is something else that I feel like makes her pitches even more efficient. That drop ball coming in about 68 miles per hour, so she's bringing that consistent velocity, too, something that batters are having to time up. That's a prime example. That's that drop ball right there that she's able to pump in there for a strike after falling behind.
Her last 3 appearances before stepping aside after that February 22nd appearance, her whip was 143. That's very high for her. This is a fly ball to the left fielder, Otis, and Riho is retired. 2 down here in the second.
And it felt like she threw pretty well against Florida State earlier this week, too. It was just...
Gave up a couple home runs, 3 run shot.
Janai Kerr with 2 home runs in that ball game against her.
Yep.
One of the home runs on a rise ball, the other one on a changeup. And sometimes batters are just seeing the ball incredibly well. You just tip your cap when they're able to make good swings on good pitches.
I mean, even with that bumpy stretch before she missed that time, all told, her whips sub 1, .88 coming into play here today for Keegan Rothrock. Sophomore from Indiana, freshman of the year in the SEC last year, 3rd-team All-American. Made the return against Auburn last weekend, went 4 2/3 last Saturday, 7 strikeouts, 4 hits, 1 walk. 90 pitches. And as we mentioned, the start against Florida State went 6 innings, gave up 5 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned. Just 1 walk and 91 pitches. Just getting a piece is Davison. Junior plays second base, 278 on the season. One and 2. For all the success Arkansas has had against Florida in the series in recent years, they did not meet last year. So Arkansas facing Keegan Rothrock for the first time. 1-2. Ooh, came inside and hit her.
Those last 2 pitches looked like Keegan Rothrock was trying to work that drop ball low and inside to Davison. Barely missed the pitch before this, and this one just gets away from her, just slips out of her hand a little bit too soon. Right on that left knee. She hustled down that first baseline. Looks like she's all right standing over at first.
Just the 5th hit batter for Rothrock this season. We talk about her impeccable control. Usually doesn't let anything get away from her like that. So Davison's at first, and here is Carly Ratliff. 12th game of the season for Ratliff, 2 for 8 at the plate. Put into the lineup today with the absence of Day due to injury. Oh, back-to-back hit batters as Ratliff, the number 8 hitter, is hit by Rothrock.
Another pitch where she's trying to work the inside part of the plate. This one up in the zone with that rise ball getting away from her. Another 2-strike count here. And Ratcliffe's just hit right on that left arm with the rise ball.
Tim Walton's going to come out. I was just going to ask you because you know everything.
I don't know about that.
You definitely don't know the answer to this. Has Keegan Rothrock ever hit back-to-back batters?
I don't have off the top of my head.
That's got to be close to a first, if not a first.
Yeah.
Tim
and
Walton's
especially
even.
after getting ahead in the count, too.
Yeah.
Both of those were 2-strike counts. And for pitchers, they need to be able to establish that inside part of the plate, and those pitches just getting away from her.
So Ratcliffe gets hit. Davison is down to second. And here is Kennedy Miller. Strike 1 to the number 9 hitter, 208 on the season. For 2 last night with a strikeout. Eastman Williams calls for it. He's got it to retire the side. So the hit batters do not bother both the Gamecocks and the Huskies. Very impressive in their semifinal victories. South Carolina over Texas, UConn over number 1 overall seed UCLA. So it'll be the Huskies and the Gamecocks for a second time this season. Coming up tomorrow up the road in Tampa. Mia Williams to lead things off for the Gators. This is popped up left side, foul ground. McDowell, one away. Talked about the pitching depth for this Arkansas team and how things weren't really going to plan at the start of SEC play. I mean, you get Oklahoma on the schedule. That's going to throw off a lot of plans. But you talked to Courtney Deifel today, Madison, just about what was the change. And really, it was just relax, have a little fun.
When you watch this Arkansas team play Ole Miss, their first series in conference play, it looks like a completely different team than what we're seeing here in April against the Florida Gators.
Another pop-up on the infield. Another chance for McDowell, who chases Burnham out of the circle. 2 down.
They ended up losing the first 2 games of that series to Ole Miss, and they made some defensive mistakes, which is very uncharacteristic for this team, but they were also walking a lot of batters too, so that combination of things led to a couple of Ole Miss wins, and then they were able to bounce back game 3 of that series and put up 20 runs. But I do feel like you've seen this team evolve over the course of the last couple of weeks, playing with a ton of confidence and having a lot of fun. And Coach Courtney Deifel said that that's a big key for this team, is they have to have fun when they're out there.
Now, this SEC season, more than any other before, it is a lot of fun for us softball fans because every weekend is another championship-level series. It's not fun for the coaches who have to prepare for another top-ranked team weekend after weekend.
And you know these athletes live for the competition out there on the field, but there's no doubt about it that conference play is a grind, not just every single game, but every single pitch of every single game.
2-1 the count to the number 9 hitter, Riley Holtorf.
Just one pitch can change the course of an entire ball game, whether it's going from a 2-1 count to a 1-2 count. Against teams of this caliber, every single pitch counts.
Burnham pulls the string, 2-2. Hammered foul, and somebody's clipboard or scorecard went flying.
Let's see. Everybody okay over there?
Ooh.
Looks like Francesca Anea's clipboard that went flying out into the field.
She was
just barely
using it
missed her.
as a shield for a brief second.
Reagan Walsh making sure Francesca's okay.
Are you
there.
disappointed she didn't make a play on that?
That ball was coming over there so hard that you do whatever you can to just shield yourself, even if you have to use the clipboard to shield yourself from that foul ball. Francesca, 3-time All-American at Florida. Yeah, she's practicing for the next foul ball, or she's saying hit it into fair territory.
Next thing is you got to make sure you have the most durable clipboard that money can buy if you're going to use it as a shield.
Looks like a ball on the batter was called on that pitch, timing violation.
1-2-3 inning for Peyton Burnham. 3-0 Florida. We'll talk with Courtney Deifel when we come back to Gainesville.